Hey guys, Jordan Llewellyn back here with our next piece of equipment that we'll utilize in our assessments with our athletes and clients as they come in. We're going to show you today the counter movement jump assessment that we'll utilize, show you the different data points that we're going to get off of the software, how it shows and tracks asymmetries similar to what we did with the Nord board, and then how we will effectively apply that to each client to make sure that we're addressing those inefficiencies and movement deficiencies that they've got. So the first test that we're going to do on the force plates is a counter movement jump. Traditional vertical jump, going into a squat, jumping up as high as you can. From this, what we're going to do is we're going to take both metrics from prior to takeoff and also upon landing to give a better snapshot to an athlete of how their body fires as they're going, and also kind of how they land and what the potential injuries, risks are on both sides of that. So we'll be able to see their imbalances, show them what they are, and then effectively show them how we're going to address those with our programming. After the jumps have been completed, we'll get a variety of different test results. We've narrowed this down to about 6 different data entries that we'll utilize to get a really good snapshot of the athlete, how they move, where their asymmetries are, and what some of the different interventions might be required based off the results. So the first one that we'll look at is the eccentric force asymmetry. And so what this is from the athlete's static position through their loading phase prior to takeoff, how their body moves. So for this particular result, we've got an 18.1% variation, asymmetry favoring the left side. Now what that tells us is, there's a potential injury that has occurred on the right side to what has forced this athlete, as the muscle elongates, to favor their left. So we'll be able to dive deeper into that with the athlete, because we've got a better understanding as to how their body takes off in a dynamic way. The next piece that we'll look at is the concentric force asymmetry. So for this one, this will be the transition from that squat portion to their takeoff. In this particular instance, the athlete who had an 18.1% asymmetry on the eccentric, they've got an 11.9% asymmetry to their right side. So what that tells me is likely, as said before, on the eccentric portion, there's an injury that was there that caused them to favor their left side. But for this particular individual, they are probably right leg dominant, because as they go to take off from a concentric standpoint, they're favoring their right side. So as I said, on the counter movement jump, we've got 6 different data points that we're looking for, and those were just the very first 2 prior to the athlete's takeoff. As we go through the other 4 different data points and we analyze the asymmetries and how they apply force into the ground through the pressure of their foot, we'll be able to get a really good snapshot of the athlete, a really firm understanding and foundation for how this athlete moves and operates, and we'll be able to use that to create intervention if necessary, to make sure that we're getting these athletes back to a healthier, more balanced state as they prepare for the next level.